Until this team can show me any sort of sign of life, this is my new hat. Okay? I'm done wearing this thing, and then they win a ball game, and good vibes are back, and my regular hat goes back on. No, they got to do this thing consistently. Okay? Normally, I'd be frustrated that Apple TV game was on, and Apple TV, the whole thing is not fun. My whole 2-month subscription or whatever it was, the free thing, was up on Monday, so I had to cancel it. And then I find out, oh, today's a flippin' Apple TV game. Outstanding. But you know what? Glad I missed it. Because the Blue Jays, yet again, no offense. They lose in walk-off fashion 1-0 to the Cincinnati Reds. Meanwhile, Seattle's winning, so they're going to be jumping the Blue Jays after today, assuming they hang on to their lead. And they have the tie break as well if we end up tied, just like the Yankees did back in 2021. So, but the story of this is the offense and the inconsistencies. Matt Chapman back in the lineup, Kevin Kiermaier back in the lineup. You're thinking, no, maybe they'll get some sort of offense. No! You want to hear some crazy stats? Let me actually try and figure out if I can really figure this one out for you. There's one hit. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can get it. 2. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. You ready for some crazy stats about how awful the Blue Jays were today? The Blue Jays went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position in the first 3 innings of this game. They didn't get another base runner in scoring position the rest of the game. You want to know a crazier stat? They had 3 hits total. Where did those 3 hits happen? In the first 3 innings. After the 3rd inning, the Blue Jays did not have a single hit. What else is there to say? This team is painful and embarrassing to watch. And people are going to get on Jordan Hicks, but for the love of God, he shouldn't be in that situation. Where's the consistent approach from your all-star, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the guy that is going to want to get paid $300, $400 million at some point? There's no approach. Flailing at breaking balls. And I don't know how many times this year, Jays fans, if you've really paid attention to these games, how many times has he been beaten by 93 fastball in the inner half? How many times? It happens a lot. A dude that used to be able to mash fastballs now can barely hit 93. At times, obviously. Sometimes, barrels it up and whatnot. But you've seen him get beat by it in the past. And you're like, boy, what the hell? Jays fans, I'm going to take you way back to Vladimir Guerrero. Actually, I think it was his rookie season. He hit a home run off of Zach Britton. Now, that's like 97, 98 with sink at the bottom of the zone. And he hit that out of the ballpark. And I look at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, and I'm like, that dude can't do that. It's wild. Now, sure, he's not the only guy that has horrific approaches and looks awful at the plate. But he's the guy. He's always going to be in the middle of the lineup. He's always going to be hitting 3rd, 4th. He'll always be there, available to drive in runs. But consistently, it hasn't happened. And Bo Bichette comes back to the lineup tomorrow. You need somebody to get hot. Last year, Bo Bichette was that series in Pittsburgh last year, where not as bad as this, but similar to how bad this offense had been. Bo Bichette put the team on his back in Pittsburgh and single-handedly swept that series. You need somebody on this team to take that onus and get some wins for your team consistently. Is that Bo Bichette coming back tomorrow? We'll see. But the reason I'm getting furious is because the Blue Jays play Baltimore after this. And I love my Oriole fans. They've been so good to this channel, and I get it. But they go to Baltimore after this. And how confident are you in the Blue Jays that you're actually going to win maybe even one game against the Orioles? Not very. Not very confident at all. And to lose, like to split Philly, I was okay with it. You had a depleted lineup. You didn't have Chapman. You didn't have Jansen. You didn't have Kevin Kiermaier. Still no Bo Bichette. And you're like, boy, this is painful to watch. But you won one of the 2 games. Now, sure, the second game, Espinal error, and it led to just a really bad end. Fine. But you split. You go to Cincinnati. You find a way to win 2 of 3. Now, that is technically still doable. But how piss poor this offense has been, are you confident they're going to be able to win the next 2 games? Because I'm not. I'll be on here to talk to you guys. I will watch the games. But it is taking years off my life watching this team play. It really is. Usually I'd rip through the stats, but I'm not really going to because there's 3 hits and they were spread out. Witt had 1, Belt had 1, Varsho had 1. That's it. 7 strikeouts. They walked, twice? Yeah. Vladdy, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Got hit by a pitch. That's it for him. 264 average, 364 is that? 341 OBP, an OPS of 778. It's not Vladimir Guerrero Jr.-esque. I'm sorry, it just isn't. And Jose Barrios, and this is the frustrating thing, right? He goes 5 2/3. The dude was 5 innings deep, had a no-hitter. Yet he gets no decision. 1 hit, did walk 4, so he was struggling with command at times, but had 8 strikeouts and was phenomenal. Genesis Cabrera gets 1 out, great job. Jimmy Garcia goes a clean inning, allows 1 hit and nothing more. Eric Swanson goes a clean inning, allows a hit and a walk, but gets 2 strikeouts and nothing more. And obviously, Jordan Hicks allows the walk-off home run to Encarnacion-Strand. So, what else is there to say? I'm done. We're at 7 minutes right now. I'm done. Mariners, they're up 2-0. They might go up 3-0 if they got 3rd and 1 out. It is what it is. Chris Bassitt gets the ball for the Blue Jays tomorrow in Game 2, 6:40 first pitch again. And Brandon Williamson. Never heard of the guy. Probably cook us, though. He's on the hill tomorrow. 4.33 ERA, 70 strikeouts in 81 innings. Nothing special, but he's got no picture on the score app, which scares the hell out of me. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game because it sucked. If you watched it, because I was just looking at the score the entire time, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow, go crazy down there. Like I said, guys, go nuts in the comments. I want to hear all your thoughts. Vent if you need to. Go crazy. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow no matter what happens. This will be on my head. Game 2 of the 3-game set against the Cincinnati Reds in Cincy. Brandon Williamson gets the ball for the Reds. Chris Bassitt, the ball for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette back in the lineup. Can the offense wake up? We'll see. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game today. Talk to you guys then.